to seriously really feel it, you better get in my school and learn, because it's going to be a treacherous, unfriendly, vicious road.
Right.
And that's putting it nicely. Okay, so yeah, things have not at all changed. Actresses and TV and media personalities have started a great wave with them exposing the men who have been abusive and perverted and criminally abusive for years. They haven't begun to scratch the surface of what's going on in the music industry.
Right.
The music industry makes what's been going on in Hollywood look like Romper Room or some PBS child show. I mean,
wow.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, it's very important for me to be this strong beacon light of power and skill and grace and control and for not just girls but grown women,
Right.
And hopefully some enlightened, boys and men who would like not to follow the past paths of, that type of abusive, misogynistic behavior, but elevate themselves to knowing that real gentlemen, real men are never threatened by a woman's strength or accomplishments, and real men will always support and be that rock of strength with a woman like that. That's how it should be. So, yeah, it's important now for me to make sure that I am sending, those kinds of messages clear. And even in my lyrics of my songs, they're very much not preachy, but definitely about enlightenment and empowerment in a cool way.
Right. So I just want to let our listeners know, one of the songs that I've been rocking the last couple of days has been "Let Your Star Shine."
Oh yeah, thank you. Absolutely.
And I think that really contributes to what you're talking about. Just being, being strong in who you are and moving forward, and being, like I said, just being fearless. Because listen, from the way you started off, it's fearless. So
thank you. Yeah, it's important. It's like, if the one thing that we can do as artists is be honest in our expression. And if you happen to be a songwriter, there are not many women who are songwriters, But most of the female singers, out there are not songwriters. They don't write those songs,
Right.
There's a whole bunch of men behind the scenes doing it all. So, for myself, not just being a player, but being a songwriter, it really becomes more important to be clear and, focused with my streamline of, whatever I'm putting out. So.
Right. Yeah. So, but before we end this, show, I just want to ask you, how does it feel to be acknowledged with that Lifetime Achievement Award?
That's very nice. It's really deserving of those guys that's been there, with George and the group for 40 years or so. My producer partner, who's the main bass player, is one of those veteran cats that's been there for 40 years. There's not many of them. There's only like 6 or 7 is still with George, who are the main veterans, and then some other surrounding relatives that really shouldn't be there, that are undeserving and not qualified. But that's another show.
Right.
And I was glad to be included and invited as, a legitimate Parliament Funkadelic PFunk All Star member. Definitely, I'm the only female musician member. But, I haven't been there since, the 70s, so I didn't get the trophy,
Right. I understand.
But the acknowledgement was absolutely great, and I was really happy for those cats, a lot of them are gone and passed away who were supposed to get this award too. So it was kind of bittersweet and good for them, but it's a great achievement for sure. And it also, kind of galvanized to me, hey, you have been doing this and you are recognized, legitimately respected, as this, and that's pretty cool. So
nice.
So it just gives me a nice path for Amazon Warrior to come on out with her next album, people, and, be at the next level. So, yeah, I kind of feel like a musical Desna from Claus. I don't know if you watched that show.
No.
But, it's great to see them just have some strong female characters that are carrying a television show, that are having the opportunity to do that, to be the one, to get the money, to be, that's all breaking through. So, I've been told by Mark and Paul Stanley and these other people that the music industry is hurting and they are in need of someone to be an inspiration and a hero, and it needs to be a woman. They're like, so it's your time to put your cape on and, jump on out the building and go, so I'm like, well, that's what time it is. That's what it is. So,
you're that type of threat that, not just, like you said, not just vocally, but instrumentally also. And you don't have a lot of people that's in both lanes like that today.
It really is a really solo, singular lane. I look to see if there's any other people, and it just isn't,
Nah.
It just isn't, and I realize, okay, you have more of a mission to do, so.
Right.
Chop,
nice.
chop.
Right. Right. But before we go, do you have anything that you want people to take a look at? Website, social media, name of the company, any information you want to give to people before we go?
Absolutely. Please look for the website will be up and running again soon. Cosmic Nation Productions is the name of my label and company. We will be releasing my third CD, Living Galaxy, through all of the distribution channels of all of them, whatever they're called today, Apple Music, Spotify, whatever all of it's called, through them. And I'll also have hard copies that I'll be selling through CD Baby.
Okay.
And if there happens to be a record store still standing today, we'll probably get a few in there. Time. Yeah, I guess that might just be Walmart today. Who knows? But
yeah,
I'll definitely be doing that way. And of course, at our live shows, which I am kicking off this summer with my band, the SCC, the Starr Cullars crew.
Right.
We'll be jumping off, doing shows out here in Southern California and the West Coast for the release of this album. And also, we're also beginning the filming of our documentary movie about my career, which Vernon Reid of Living Color, there's some Big Brothers friends of mine I've opened for. Vernon Reid has given me very direct, detailed guidance that I must do a documentary about my career and life. And I'm like, Vernon, what are you talking about? I'm still in the middle of it. He's like, are you kidding me? You got to get this story out. It has to be told. People need to understand and know. So we're also doing production with that as well.
Right.
And that will include, a few guest spots from people like himself, Mark, and, some other folks. Maybe George, too, will make an appearance in it. But we're also working on filming that production.
Okay.
So, I'm a little busy bee trying to keep, keep the iron in the fire. Plus, I've been contracted by an agency out here in Los Angeles. I'm a professional voiceover actor.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So I also am doing that too. So I'm just trying to hustle on and become the musical Oprah that I'm meant to be.
It's coming. It's definitely coming.
Really, really. Cosmic Nation.
Right. Big sis, I really appreciate this. I really appreciate that story about Prince, though. That's hilarious. I really do appreciate that.
Well, thank you. I definitely appreciate you having me and speaking with me. It's an absolute joy. I'm very proud of you being a light and beacon in the community and having this platform. That is awesome.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot.
Absolutely. So definitely, as soon as I release the record, I will get copied to you.
Okay, sure. Yep.
Okay, so you will have your own, and hopefully we be able to speak again. What I would really love to do is when I come back home, hopefully I'll have my cats will be touring, doing some shows, and we can maybe do like a live show podcast or something.
Nice. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. Right. All right. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
And, we would like for the Neighbors Podcast, people, continue to follow us and make sure you follow my big sis, Starr Cullars, on everything. She's on, I saw you on Reverb Nation, like you said, CD Baby. Look at all her past interviews on YouTube. Just follow my big sis, y'all. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you so much, everybody. Have a blessed, wonderful day.
Thank you.
The agent and we look for change. You conquered the pressure and you did not fall, but you are a diamond.